At the moment the view from my window isn't particularly great. It's normally a really nice view. It's the view out my window. It's just after 9 o'clock. Somebody lost a kite in our tree. It isn't ours. The trees are. Molly, any squirrels in the garden? Pheasants? This is our lifeblood. Without this, we've got nothing, we've got no water. And last week it failed. It failed, and we had no water. And you soon realise that without water, you don't have much of anything. I love my garden, but I don't spend enough time in it, and then that's partly because work doesn't permit it. An absolute contradiction in terms. It's November, and this rose just bloomed 3 days ago. This is my corkscrew willow, which I can see from our window. And the story with this is that about 4 years ago, the local hedge cutter went into the field to cut my hedge, which is rugosa at this side and leylandii on that there behind the corkscrew willow. And I saw him, I was watching him from the living room window, and I saw him actually reverse and cut down this spindly little thing that was sticking about a foot above his cutting line. And I just shrieked in horror as I saw this tiny little plant, which I had been nursing for about 12 years at that point, and which had never grown more than about 1.5 inches. I watched him cut it down to, 2/3 of its height. Certainly took all the leaves of it off. He was so upset for me that he nearly didn't come back to cut my hedge again. But 2 years later, and this is what greeted him when he came to cut the hedge. Basically, it's the best thing he could have ever done for it. You can see where it was cut. It was basically just chopped down, and this is all new growth.